Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Welcome, 888-900-3393. Also, Pat Unleashed on Twitter. About half an hour, Jeff will be here to chew the fat. Biden out campaigning. It's kind of surprising for a number of reasons. But not the least of which, the fact that he's, a vegetable, essentially. Essentially a vegetable. And I'm not sure that's a really good idea to have a vegetable come and campaign for you, but he did. He did, in fact, do that for Terry McAuliffe down in Virginia, running for governor.
Yeah, he's good.
Against Youngkin. What's Youngkin's first name? I haven't really followed it that closely, but I find it kind of interesting right now because they're in a dead heat, according to the all the polls that they've done lately. It's tied exactly at 46.
Yeah, Glenn Youngkin.
And so Biden went down and campaigned for McAuliffe and mentioned Trump 24 times.
Wow.
24 times. Here's one.
His opponent has made all of his private pledges of loyalty to Donald Trump. But what's really interesting to me, he won't stand next to Donald Trump now that the campaign's on. Think about it.
Okay, I'm thinking
He
about
won't allow Donald Trump to campaign for him in this state. And he's willing to pledge his loyalty to Trump in private. What? Why not in public?
Why, I mean, what are you
What's
talking
he
about?
trying to hide?
How do you know? He's
Is there a
pledging his...
problem with Trump being here? Is he embarrassed?
He's pledging his loyalty in private. Now, how do you know that? What are you talking about?
Then it's not private.
Right. First of all, Terry McAuliffe has distanced himself from Biden the entire campaign. He didn't want anything to do with Biden. He didn't want Biden in the state. He didn't want to campaign with him. And now he's desperate. And so he's throwing a Hail Mary and saying, okay, well, maybe Biden can help. And so until yesterday, he distanced himself completely from Joe Biden. Second, Donald Trump is not on the ballot here. What are you babbling about Donald Trump for? Is there some kind of law that states a candidate must have a former president who holds no current office whatsoever come to the state and campaign for him? What a bizarre criticism of a candidate that he won't have Donald Trump come to the state. Just absolutely bizarre.
If you're an independent voter and you haven't made up your mind in Virginia, you're flipping through the local news or driving into work listening to the local news, you're gonna hear a clip of Biden supporting this guy and go, oh, now I'm definitely voting for this McAuliffe guy. I wasn't sure, but boy, this Biden cat.
Yeah, no way.
He's good, right?
No way.
Well, 81 million people.
Yeah, right.
So
most ever in the history of the world.
Maybe,
so, yeah,
maybe
that's
I'm
more
wrong.
votes than anybody's ever gotten in the history of the world. And only because China's not a democracy.
You're saying that out loud. It's like a joke. It's a punchline.
I know. I know. But, you know, they claim it. Mm-hmm. They continue to claim it. They're proud of that. More votes than anybody in history. Okay. Shut up. Let's see what happens next year. Okay? Let's see what happens in 2022 in the midterms. And then you can brag all you want after that. All right? See if everybody holds their office. Let's see if you hold the House and the Senate. Let's see what happens next year. Because right now, the way things look, there's no way they hold the House or the Senate. No way. That's my prediction.
If you have faith in the system,
they lose the House and the
right.
Senate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They lose the House and the Senate.
Cool. I hope so.
From my mouth to God's ears.
Okay.
Let's hope that comes to pass.
Yeah, because then when the Republicans get power, my gosh, what
they're gonna turn things around, Keith.
Fix it.
You know the Republicans. The Republicans are people of action. Man, once they have the majority, they're going to get so many things done and passed.
I bet.
And get rid of so many other things that we don't like. Like Obamacare.
I bet they'll get the border secure, too.
Yeah, they will.
But, I mean, let's be honest.
They'll build over, like last time, they built over 4 miles. 4.
Yeah, 4.5, right?
I think it was 4.5. 4.5 miles. But they replaced some existing there. Okay, so that counts.
So it's
almost done now.
If you want 4.5 miles of wall done, you're going to have to give the Republicans the House, the Senate, and the presidency.
Yes. And your point on that?
And keep in mind that wall was built without help of the Republican Congress. That was executive order stuff to get around it because the Republicans
didn't do it.
Even when the Republicans have all the levers of power, they still can't do the most common sense things for this country.
Well, even back in 2006 when it said that the fence shall be built, there was a law that was enacted. This was not an executive order. This was done the right way. It was a law, and it stated the fence shall be built.
Yeah, so I think
and it was not.
The moral of the story that Pat is telling us as American
Republicans,
voters,
man, when they get
is that it doesn't really matter what happens in November.
No, what I'm saying is when Republicans get in, look out. Some things are going to get done.
Yeah.
We're going to have some change around here. All up in here. Here's more of what Joe had to say last night in Virginia because he was so sharp.
So good.
Let this happen here in Virginia. Extremism can come in many forms.
Yeah.
Come in the rage of a mob driven to assault the Capitol. It can come in a smile and a fleece vest.
What?
I don't know.
Either way.
What?
The big lie is still a big lie. So Virginia, show up. Show up like you did for Barack and me.
Okay. So watch this.
Show up like you did for me and Kamala.
Oh, yeah, right.
And show up for a proven leader like Terry McAuliffe. Show up.
Yeah, they showed up for you and Kamala.
Show up. Show up for me. Wait, no. I'm not running right now. Give me pudding. I want pudding now. And that's time. Because I haven't had any for 20 minutes.
Whoa.
Or so. Or it can show up in a fleece jacket and a smile.
Yeah, it's a vest.
A vest, I mean.
And a smile, yeah.
And a smile. Well, what? What are you talking about? Is he making some hick reference? Or you're a hunter? Or a fleece vest and a smile? What is that?
I really don't know.
Bizarre.
Unless he's
bizarre.
making reference to the undercover agents that showed up at the Justice for January 6th guys.
Maybe.
Remember that? Yeah, the undercovers. They were dressed
they
like
had
little
fleece
preppies.
Jackets or fleece vests.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were smiling. I don't know.
No, they had the sunglasses on.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, no, we're here looking for the 18th green.
Right.
Jeffy sent in another clip from last night. I'm not familiar with it.
Did he?
But
all right, let's see it.
Biden with that.
Is it ready?
Yeah, I guess so.
Here it is.
Trump, I love this one.
Oh,
Trump likes to boast the single best measure of the economy is the stock market. I never thought that. Well, if that's true, take a look at the stock market now. It's higher than it's ever been. Everything's doing well. It is. Higher than it's ever been. Not only that, more people are working today than just before the pandemic started. Household wealth is up. People are buying more things.
It's a freaking
Manufacturing is up. We're on the move, but we're on the right track. We got more to do.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for someone who's going to keep your economy going and growing,
is it Terry?
The man behind me is the guy to get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Jeez, what a loser. What a lunatic loser. Who's a vegetable, by the way. A vegetable.
Yeah.
So if that's what you want to vote for, fine. If that's what you want to listen to and who you're going to vote for, go ahead. I can't help you then.
So wait a minute. There's one more you said? Is this the one where he's dancing that Jeffy sent in? Oh, no! No, Terry, no! Oh, no!
That's embarrassing. Oh, my gosh, that's embarrassing.
And he's the only one up there.
Dude,
Oh,
no.
bro.
Dude, please don't. No. Okay, that right there negates him to be the governor of any state, any state in the union.
Zero votes.
Zero votes.
That's
no.
what he should get.
I'm sorry, no. No.
At least Biden still has
No.
enough of his wits about him to know not to move like that on stage.
Oof. Well, he'd break a hip if he did. So
That's a fair
yeah,
point.
He can't. He can't do that. So.
Okay, Virginia, good luck.
All right. Yeah.
New Jersey's got a big vote because remember, it's always New Jersey and Virginia. The year after an election is kind of like let's see how the president that was installed a year before. Let's see how he's doing. And then they have these two elections, for governor.
Mm-hmm.
And Project Veritas is at it again in New Jersey. I don't know if you want to get to this, but, why aren't mandates in place in New Jersey yet? I mean, they're like New York and California there. And
There's no mandates?
not yet. Oh, but they're coming. Just give it 1 week from today.
Oh.
Yeah, Project Veritas talked to some campaign members of Governor Murphy.
All right.
Project Veritas has obtained hidden camera recordings inside Governor Phil Murphy's campaign, including from a senior advisor who admits to hiding information from voters until after the election in order to appeal to undecided and moderate voters.
Pero, ¿cómo así los mandates?
Uh-oh.
Las vaccine mandates. Como California, que está el mandato es que todo el mundo tiene que tener la vacuna.
Everyone has to be vaccinated in California.
Lo va a hacer, pero no puede hacer.
He's going to.
He's going to do it, but he couldn't do it before the election
Porque lo independent.
because of the
lo
independents and the undecided.
The
I see.
independent deciders would not vote for him if he did the vandal.
Right. Yep.
Because they're into all that my rights,
My rights.
and they don't
Yeah.
care that they kill everybody.
They're into all
that's
that
good to know then.
rights
After
stuff.
he wants
Like they
to
think
do
they
the
have a
mandate.
Bill of Rights.
Vaccine mandates.
He will. But
Unbelievable.
right now it's about him winning. It'll be fine.
This appears
It'll
to be
be
a
fine,
top-down
yeah.
understanding.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Matthew Urquio, a manager for New Jersey Forward, which is a campaign project funded by the Democratic State Committee of New Jersey, he echoes the same sentiment.
Do you think he'll do something about that, like the vaccine mandates and stuff?
I think so. I think he'll probably
he will.
because it's election season.
Sure.
He's not gonna
Wow.
have people say like we're gonna have a mandate now. That's for something it's gonna piss them off.
He's got to wait.
I think once we have a win, it's like all right, guns blazing. Like who cares? I mean, let's do the mandates. Let's do this the next way.
So you think if he talks about mandates for vaccines now, he won't get elected because it's a lot of
Not that he
pushback?
won't, but I think there's some people that might push back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Freedom and
Well,
stuff.
because there are some people who are all like, hey, I have rights. The idiots. They don't have any rights. Don't tell me about the Bill of Rights in the U.S. Constitution. I don't want to hear about it. These people are, it's amazing. I mean, Project Veritas finds out some amazing things on a fairly regular basis, and it never goes anywhere. Never goes anywhere.
I hope the people in New Jersey wake up in the next week, but
I hope so too.
not holding my breath.
Because that's what they think of you. They don't care what you believe. They don't care what you think. They don't care what you want. They're doing what they want. And after the election, you're going to get it all. So congratulations.
Fake it until the next election.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll see the real me.
Fake it until we can make it. Mm-hmm. And they'll start making it right after next week. Jeez.
Get ready.
Plus, this is amazing. Here's a guy who's triggered by freedom.
Is he not in the campaign for Murphy? Because he sounds exactly like them.
Yeah, he does. Look at this.
So I'm driving home from a chiropractor appointment. I never actually had it because I left. Because here's the deal.
Okay.
I show up. I'm in the parking lot. Call them up. Oh, you don't have to call us ahead of time.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So I go in. No signs up about masks. No one's wearing masks.
Okay, cool.
I got mine on, but
whatever.
okay. But then I see it.
Uh-oh.
And he sees it.
Advertisement for somebody running for the local school board, taped to the reception desk so everybody can see it.
Okay.
Bullet points are constitutional rights, freedom of choice, blah, blah, blah.
Pause it for a second.
Taped to the desk.
How dare they have bullet points like constitutional rights? The guy's pissed off about that. He's pissed off.
And now the
about
phrase
constitutional rights.
freedom of choice is a phrase that triggers the radical left like this guy now?
What?
It used to be their staple.
Wow. All right, let's see the rest of this.
Constitutional rights, freedom of choice, blah, blah, blah.
Freedom of choice.
Taped
What?
to the desk at a reception
No.
of a freaking doctor's
Talking
office.
about rights? No, again, rights.
I mean, okay, chiropractor, they're not really doctors. But still, what the hell? Why am
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Why do I have to make the decision to leave the f***ing office because you are
Over
an idiot?
constitutional rights.
I am so tired of this.
You're tired of the Constitution? Why do you live here?
Oh, wow. He's angry.
Wow.
That is...
Wow. Good.
Right?
Gosh. How are you an American citizen? Get out! If you don't like constitutional rights, get out! Leave! This is not the place to be if you're pissed off over constitutional rights. Sorry. You know, Cuba's 90 miles away. It's not that far. And you'll have no constitutional rights there at all. China. I'll raise a fund and get you a one-way ticket to China.
Oh, I'm chipping in for that.
Yeah.
Get this guy out of here.
We'll raise some money for you. You won't
I
have
love
to worry
Chinese
about
people too, but come on.
Right.
and you won't have to worry about constitutional rights at all.
It's so...
Wow.
Isn't that something? So,
That's unreal.
So this guy, what do you want to bet, would say, hey, a business should have the right to force their employees to get the vaccine, right?
Yeah.
You can see that, right?
Oh, yeah.
But yet they shouldn't have the right to hang a campaign sign on their cash register.
Especially something as innocent as...
Thank you.
I stand for constitutional rights. Oh, and he's all pissed off about that.
He was motivated to make a rage video for social media where he
Right.
flips off the camera
Right.
because of literature for a campaign that says we're for freedom of choice and constitutional rights. Oh my gosh, bro, you are in the wrong country. Well, for
And
now.
what do you want to bet? He would fight you to the death for the right to kill a baby in a womb. What do you want to bet? That freedom of choice, he's all about, I'm guessing. But don't talk to him about the freedom of what you're going to put in your body as far as a vaccine is concerned, because that's crazy talk. All right, let me tell you about Rough Greens. This is a supplement for your dog's food, because your dog's food is dead food. They burn it all out in the sterilization process so that it will last on the grocery store shelves for a couple of years. That's why you need Rough Greens, because Rough Greens has all the essential vitamins and minerals your dog needs, and the probiotics, the omega oils, and everything your dog needs to be healthy and active again. My dog absolutely loved this stuff. She wouldn't touch her food without the Rough Greens being sprinkled on top of it. But not all dogs are like that. Keith's dogs didn't like it. Mine did, Glenn's did, Stu's did, but Keith's dogs,
They fell on their head when they were puppies.
I don't know if you still have you had them checked? Because there's something wrong with them.
One of them definitely something wrong with them.
Now, so you want to know if your dog's going to like this before you jump in with both feet. So they'll send you a free little bag, and you can try it out for a few days. A free bag of Rough Greens. All you have to pay for is shipping. Just go to roughgreens.com. That's RUFF greens.com. Or you can call them too. 833-ROUGH-DOG.
It's Pat Gray Unleashed on the Blaze.
I mean, if we can't, as a people, agree anymore on the U.S. Constitution, what chance do we have? Seriously, if the Constitution pisses you off to that extent, you're such a buffoon that you don't think we should have rights, the freedom of choice, then, there's no fixing this thing. Jeez, I just hope there's enough left on the other side of this equation that still have respect for the Constitution that we can get together and decide and work together on a few things. But it doesn't seem like it, does it? All the videos we get and all the rage videos that people have, I mean, how stupid they've gotten over the last, 10 years?
Yeah, I mean, remember when we thought they were ridiculous against Bush?
Yeah.
I mean, that was child's play compared to how they treated Trump and sense even.
Right. Right. And I don't remember anybody arguing against rights. I don't remember rights pissing people off before.
Or a president mocking the concept of the principles of this country's founding, freedom.
Right. Right.
If you had money on it, you would have said, "Oh yeah, that's totally Obama." And I know he had his little side comments and his passive aggressive BS. But during a town hall, the president of the United States, Joe Biden, is mocking the concept of freedom and personal choice. I can't.
Yeah, do we have that handy? Because that was pretty stunning.
Friday, yeah.
That was pretty stunning video. The guy was he was pissed off like this rage video guy over people's rights. Freedom. They're talking freedom. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. We are.
Here we go. Yeah.
As many as 1 in 3 emergency responders in some cities like Chicago, Los Angeles, right here in Baltimore, are refusing to comply with city vaccine mandates. I'm wondering where you stand on that. Should police officers, emergency responders, be mandated to get vaccines? And if not, should they be stay at home or let go?
Yes and yes.
By the way,
I waited until July.
Thank you.
To talk about mandating.
Yeah, the timeline
because
says
I tried everything else possible.
What the timeline
The
says.
mandates are working. All the stuff about people leaving and people getting it. You have everyone from United Airlines to
Pause
spare
it for a
all
second.
these
Go back. We gotta
airlines.
go. Gotta go back to that.
all this stuff about people leaving and people gwednut. What? Are people gwednutting?
Yeah. Jeffy, have you gwednut today?
Gwednut?
Yeah, he's gonna gwednut in about 10 minutes in here.
Play that back if you can, Rob, because maybe I missed something.
No.
But
He said gwednut.
is it gwednut?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are working.
Listen, crank this.
All the stuff about people leaving and people getting it. You have everyone from United Airlines to Spirit. All these airlines. We're not going to get all 96, 97% of the people have gotten the vaccine. All the talk about all these folks who are going to leave the military if they're mandated. Not true. You got about a 90-some% vaccination rate. I mean, so the idea is that look,
I can't.
Two things that concern me. One are those who just try to make this a political issue. Freedom. I have the freedom to kill you with my COVID. No, I mean, come on. Freedom.
No, you come on. Freedom.
Number
No, I mean,
one.
come on.
Number two.
Freedom.
The second one is that the gross misinformation that's out there.
It's sad. It's scary as hell, man.
No, I mean, come on. Freedom. What do you think? You're Americans?
Right?
Still? You think this is the land of the free and the home of the brave? Still? Come on. Wow. Well, that shows what he thinks of freedom. Stick it up your rectal cavity is what he thinks about freedom.
Wait.
Stick your freedom up your butt. That's what he wants you to do with it.
Remember when we were mad at Prince Harry for saying, the First Amendment, that's ridiculous. And that's exactly what he is right there.
Yes.
Is a royal, an anti-American royal. Oh my gosh. By the way, you just reminded me of another video we have. I didn't know we were going to get to it right here, but you might want to play this because what you just said leads in perfectly to the stick it up your rectum. Can we play the song clip number 1?
Somebody's going.
This guy is in a big box store with a megaphone.
You can stick your mandates up your ass.
Yeah. You can stick your vaccine mandate. Stick your vaccine mandate. I mean, that takes balls, man. I love that guy.
Sure does. Is he at a Home Depot?
Is it a Lowe's or Home Depot? Something, yeah.
And he's got a bullhorn in there.
Yeah.
And he's singing, "You can stick your vaccine mandate."
You know what? That's got to be a Lowe's, because the people that were following him out basically telling him to, because I think he had been doing that for a while. Because as he's coming down that aisle, the person with the phone knows it's time to hit record, and you see all these guys in aprons and red shirts, so it must be a Lowe's. Does Lowe's have a vaccine mandate?
You can stick your vaccine mandate. That's fun. That I like. Okay, because I'm getting sick of the other side of this, where it's ridiculous to talk about freedom to people, including the President of the United States. He thinks it's asinine that we believe we have freedom. The freedom to kill somebody. Come on.
It's terrifying, actually.
It is terrifying. I mean, there's less than 1% chance. Less than a 1% chance.
If people don't see that this is... Okay, YouTube alert, Daniel.
Yeah. Welcome. 888-900-3393. Also, Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Cardi T tweets, Terry must be desperate if he's calling Biden for help on the campaign trail. He is.
He's called them all out.
Yeah, he
He's
has.
had Obama and Hillary.
And he's given Biden the cold shoulder the whole time. Didn't want anything to do with him. Now, all of a sudden, next thing you know, Fauci will be doing stump speeches for the Loudoun County School Board members. DMXDM tweets, dude whines about constitutional rights while expressing the First Amendment.
Oh, yeah.
While illegally driving distracted.
Oh, yeah, the guy in the car?
Yeah.
What is it with liberals raging in their cars?
I don't know.
And singing.
Don't know. Joe Vader tweets, ever notice how happy Joe is when he's yelling into a microphone? Watch that clip again. Joe is smiling like he's on a tour of a pudding factory.
Wow.
That's a fun tour, though, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is,
You'd be
especially for
smiling,
him. Decaffeinated Texan, I went independent because, frankly, Republicans are no more willing to work together than Democrats, but the left is bat stuff crazy now, so the choice is easy.
Yeah, but if
Exactly right.
the Republicans get let's say we get the House and the Senate, and then we can take the White House, I mean, we can get stuff done. We get all three.
Right.
Because that hasn't happened since...
2016?
I mean,
Ancient
ages
times.
ago, yeah. Ages ago.
Yeah. How old were you in 2016?
Look how much they got done back then.
I was 12 in 2016. 12 years old. That's how long it's been.
So I'm just looking up where you can do a pudding factory tour. And while I can't find that, there is a website. I'm going to post this out at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. But spoonuniversity.com has a list of the 12 food factory tours you need to take. We got to take a field trip.
Really?
To one of these.
Nice.
Yeah,
That'd be
fun.
All right. Meantime, it's that time of the week again already.
Time goes by
so fast.
Yeah. They still haven't improved since the last time we heard them practicing.
Pretty much the same every time I play it. Very, very similar to the last time.
Very.
Yeah.
They're consistently bad.
But it is time for Chewing the Fat with Jeffy.
Thank you.
Right after we hit the hideout here.
Yeah, just wait your turn, man.
Don't jump the gun.
Seriously. This is like the
We're
Arlen.
working hard to get this note.
This is the Arlen Specter of orchestras. It's never stopped.
I didn't leave the orchestra. The orchestra left me.
I think it's time for the segment now.
The happiest place on earth, Disneyland and Disney California Adventure theme parks, citing strong demand following a 15-month stretch during the pandemic, is raising its single-day ticket price for the most popular times to $164 for admission to one park.
What?
How
much is the total?
Disney did not
package
change
thing?
its cheapest ticket, which costs $104 for a one-day, one-park ticket. But the company said that the price tag is only available least popular days, weekdays, and when school is in session. So,
wow.
Get that. Now, the Park Hopper Pass, which allows customers to enter one theme park a day, jumped to $224 for a peak time ticket. While a 2-day Park Hopper Pass, which used to cost $290, is now $319.
What?
Oh, my.
Are you kidding me? Per person?
That's an extra $120 for a family of 5.
Disney said the price changes is offering guests more ticket choices, though, to meet a variety of budgets as it moves closer to dynamic pricing. And they also upped the price of parking to $30. So,
we've upped our price now. Up yours, Disney.
So get there now, though, because that takes effect in March.
Yeah. So
and $30 to park.
And $30 to park.
Okay. So
how greedy are these bastards going to be? Good.
Seriously.
Well,
gosh,
Pat, I mean, it's strong demand.
Is it?
Yeah, it's strong demand. That's what they said.
So the Park Hopper went up how much? It's like, I think
everything went up between 9 and 20% or whatever. So
the 300 and something one gets you what?
That's a 2-day Park Hopper Pass. 2-day Park Hopper Pass, so you can go, but that's still, I think, one a day, right?
I don't know. We're planning a trip.
Yeah, me too.
That's
in
$319
February.
I don't care for this.
I'm looking for the slowest week of the calendar year.
Yeah,
when nobody else is there.
Smack dab in the middle of the week, man.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's what I'm looking for.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That'll save you about $20.
Yeah,
so it'd be good.
Big deal. I mean, I know it's expensive, and it used to be that if you're in radio.
Used to be.
Is it still?
I think it is actually, and especially in state. Like if you're in Florida, because we used to go there, a couple times a year and broadcast from Universal, and they would you're just in.
Glenn and I went there so much when we worked in Baltimore. We were sick and tired of it. We're like, I don't want to go to Disney again.
At the end, in Tampa, it's like don't forget.
We went 5 times in less than a year.
Yeah, we went there. We'd go
5
there.
times.
At the end, it's like, it's got to go to Universal again. Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I know.
And then they treat you like kings.
I know.
That's great.
I know. And you get to go to the front of the line.
You get to the front of the line.
Give you all kinds of special treatment.
And since we were from,
nice.
we were Tampa, so you get to spend the night.
Wow.
They put you up. It's awesome.
Now that the audience completely hates you.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Continue.
I don't think it's that sweet anymore, though.
I don't know that it is.
I did find a list of the slowest dates throughout the calendar year.
Okay,
there's
those
2 whole days.
Yeah, right. No. I mean, I could read them to you, but I mean, there's a week in every month, basically.
Really?
Yeah. So
okay.
You'll want to go between February 2nd and 12th if February is your month.
All righty.
So earlier in the week, you played a clip from SNL on Joe Biden, and you played this clip.
Also at the town hall, President Biden admitted that he has not yet had time to visit the southern border, though his approval rating has.
So, I mean, they noticed, right?
They noticed.
That was the deal.
And they mentioned it.
Right.
Insiders are also saying that during meetings, President Biden repeatedly uses the F word in conversation. More concerning, the F word he keeps using is forget.
And they noticed that as well.
Right. Well, and we're happy that they noticed, right? But the opening, the cold open, where you played the one clip with Jen Psaki, right? Okay, but in the middle of that clip, of that bit, was really funny, and I say that it's Saturday Night Live, and it was it's a big thing for me to say something was really funny on SNL, but the bit was today's Joe Biden missing the old Joe Biden, and Jason Sudeikis was the guest host from Ted Lasso on Apple, and he was playing Biden from 8 years ago, the VP, and it was Biden from the past. Really funny.
I'm you from 8 years ago, man. The ghost of Biden past. Boom!
How can you be me? You seem so happy, so carefree. So, what's the word I'm looking for?
Lucid. Yeah, partner. Well, where I'm from, we're still VP. Easiest gig in the world. We're like America's wacky neighbor. Just pop in with an ice cream cone, some aviator shade, do some finger guns. Shake a few hands, rub a few shoulders.
Oh, well. Yeah, well, you can't do that anymore.
What? Which one, rubbing shoulders or shaking hands?
Clearly both.
Come on, man. Loosen up, buddy. Come on. What happened to us, huh? We used to be fine, right? Oh, here, let me get a whip.
Really funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's really funny.
Let me get a whiff. They actually did the sniffing thing.
I know.
Wow, and what happened to SNL?
And then they brought in, they also brought in that bit, right after that, they bring in another Biden from about 11 months ago, and both of them kick him out. They're like, what are you doing here? We didn't know.
It's funny.
It was really funny bit.
Yeah. And Sudeikis, I like him.
Mm-hmm.
I like him. Haven't you been watching
Ted Lasso?
Ted Lasso?
No, I don't have Apple.
Oh, okay.
Waiting for that. Someone
Who is it that's watching Ted Lasso? Nobody, maybe, in this building. I don't know. But I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
And it won 7 Emmys.
Yeah.
So,
anyway,
be pretty good.
I know. And anyway, but it's noticing. I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's good. It's good that they're noticing.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you for noticing.
Yeah.
The guy has cognitive decline.
That's the word I'm
Thank
looking
you.
for. Lucid.
Yeah. Yes. Good. Really good stuff.
I know. So another story you mentioned the other day was the trade for the 600th touchdown pass ball by Brady.
Mm-hmm.
And, Mike Evans gave the ball to a fan. And, I noticed they were giving away, a couple other players for Tampa were giving away balls that day to fans after they scored touchdowns.
Mm.
So I don't know if that's a thing that they're doing now as part of, make fans happy in Tampa. But, of course, that was a special one. It was, kind of dumb. Mike should have known a little bit better. But the Buccaneers are giving that Byron Kennedy, 2 signed jerseys, a helmet from Brady, team score credit, season tickets, that kind of thing. But they also said that they were giving him that signed Evans jersey and game-used cleats.
Yeah.
I don't know if those game-used cleats are from Evans or from Brady.
They're from Evans.
But I'm not, you were talking about that you didn't want them.
Right.
That you wouldn't
I don't
want
want
the game-used
smelly game-used cleat.
Okay, I mean a pair of
shoes.
Nike
No,
shoes worn by Michael Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
the white-red Nike airships that were worn by Jordan during his
rookie season.
Fifth game, in his rookie season
1985.
with the Bulls.
They've had time to air out a little bit.
$1.47 million.
Right, because they've had a little time to air out.
So that's kind of proportion to how much time you have to air it out. That's how much the value goes up. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. If you say so. Reminder to subscribe to my daily podcast, Chewing the Fat, available wherever you get your podcast. And hashtag ShaveHead Save Human. I'm raising a little money for our rescue. My goal is to get to $6,000. It takes $6,000 for a survivor. To take care of them for a year with legal documents and education and training and lodging. So I'd like to do that for a year. And I'm going to shave my head live on Instagram and Facebook on the 19th of November.
Okay.
So donate to that, and let's get to that goal. It'd be great. This Sunday, Halloween. Yay. Mm-hmm. Congratulations to Jeff Allmeyer, a winner of the Safeway Half Moon Bay Pumpkin Contest couple of weeks ago. His winning pumpkin this year coming in at 2,191 pounds.
Wow, that's a big gourd.
A personal best for this grower from Olympia, Washington. Now, the guy who usually wins and has won a few times in the past and set the record, this Leonardo Urena, he, as always, has his little seeds in his hands and calls them his golden seeds. And he is from California. He came in second place this year with 2,007 pounds for his nothing. Nothing, not even a size. Now, he set a record a couple years ago.
Barely over a ton.
I know. A couple years ago, he set the record with 2,175-pound pumpkin. That won him $15,000. But this year, the world record was set in Italy.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Coming in at 2,702 pounds.
Wow.
As the great pumpkin.
2,700 pounds?
2,700 pounds.
Jeez.
I mean, the carving of those would, I don't know, not be that fun.
Wow.
No. Although it'd look cool at the end.
I know.
Can you imagine pumpkin that size being carved?
He'd make some serious pumpkin pies.
Yeah.
Oh, that bad boy.
Yes, you could.
A $5 million class action lawsuit filed by Anita Harris in the Southern District of Illinois, argues that Kellogg Sales Company is misleading consumers by promoting breakfast pastries strawberry filling in its labels, and the marketing giving the impression that the fruit filling contains a greater relative and absolute amount of strawberries than it does.
I love it.
In reality, the company's frosted strawberry toaster pastries contains 2% or less of dried strawberries, dried pears, or dried apples, and red 40.
That's because Pop-Tarts suck. But it's toaster strudel that you got to go with.
Okay, can we have both?
Toaster strudel.
Why not both, bro?
No, because they don't even have 2%.
I know.
They don't even have 2% actual real food in it.
And you look at the even the cover on the box, the way that the Pop-Tarts look. If you look, that is misleading. Because I just happen to have some actual strawberry Pop-Tarts.
Okay. You do?
Yeah.
And you tell, look at the difference of these. From the side of the pastry.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't cover the whole side with the box.
Look at that, Jeffy.
But, that's a huge difference.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Look at the difference. Just the
where
picture.
Your little sprinkles, hardly any sprinkles on there.
Oh, yeah.
And
this is like that scene from Falling Down in the fast food joint.
The 2% of strawberry, apple, pear, and red 40
right
in the middle of the real Pop-Tart.
That doesn't look nearly as yummy.
No, it does not, man. Not at all.
Seriously, you're eating mostly red dye number 40.
Yeah.
And this thing's in court, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
I love it.
Oh, yes. Kellogg's hasn't commented yet on the case. But the lawsuit goes on to cite, Deceptive Business Practices Act, false pretense, false promise, misrepresentation, concealment, suppression. You got a pretty strong case.
Yeah.
And what? Strudel?
Yeah, toaster
Strudel's
strudel.
the one you want?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Delicious.
Okay.
Fantastic. Way better. Way better.
Oh yeah, and we can just say thanks to Jules too. She sent us some cereals.
These are yummy as far as breakfast cereals go.
Crunch and some Oops All Berries.
Oops All Berries lie. Which they still have not corrected.
No.
Okay,
Thank you, Jules. Thank you.
They're still trying to do the scam that they made some kind of mistake at the factory, and all berries came into this box. So we shipped it out for the 39th consecutive year.
Hold on, is that the federal government that runs the division of Cap'n Crunch?
Yeah, it must be.
Because I'm tired of the lie.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe we get our girl from that's suing Kellogg's to take on Oops All Berries.
Yes.
Stop lying.
Just put all berries. There's no oops anymore.
Yeah, no
okay,
oops.
you're doing it on purpose, and we know it.
So you'd be okay if they just took the oops off and just no pretense.
Then I'd be
Come
fine.
on. That's ridiculous.
Now they'll tell
Stop
you
lying
that
to the American
that they're
people.
not lying. That's just the name of the product.
No,
The
the
name
oops.
of the product is Oops
It
All
implies,
Berries.
Your Honor.
Implies.
It implies
mistake.
Oh, we can't help what you
Oops.
think.
I didn't know we were going to do that again. Whoopsie daisies. We didn't get any of the yellow crunchy things in there that don't taste as good? Huh?
So wait a minute. So they make the mistake, right, at the factory.
Yeah.
Then they make the box. Instead of just correcting the error, they just mass produce these boxes and say oops on it. It's no longer an accident, bro.
It's wrong.
It does seem a little misleading.
Stop the scam. Stop the scam. Okay?
Amen.
More Pat Gray Unleashed coming up. Welcome. 888-900-3393. Pat Gray Unleashed on Twitter. So, our little Wednesday morning college football update. Who does Missouri play this weekend?
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, we didn't win. I mean, we didn't lose this weekend either.
No, I know you had a bye.
Yeah.
So, what about this weekend?
Vanderbilt.
Oh, okay. Should win that one, I hope.
And then,
right?
Then Georgia, Florida, South Carolina. Don't worry about it.
Oof.
We're going to win out.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're going to win out.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Be interesting.
That's similar to how Nebraska is apparently going to finish the season win out.
Yeah, we're going to win out.
Who do they have?
They got Purdue, then it's
Purdue?
Ohio State.
Wisconsin.
At
Ohio
Wisconsin,
State.
and then Iowa at home.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun
gauntlet.
You got to
win out, baby.
Got to win 3 of those 4 to make a bowl.
You guys.
BYU's going to win out.
They're
going to.
I mean, they pretty much won the Pac-12.
Yeah. Yes.
Right? I
Yes,
mean,
we have.
they're the Pac-12
Won the
champions.
Pac-12, yes. Well, we got USC still. So
7-2 now.
USC is not that good this year.
6-2.
6-2.
Hopefully 7-2 after this weekend. But Virginia's pretty good. But I'm pretty confident we're going to win that game. And then I think it's Idaho State.
Yeah, I think
Georgia Southern, USC. That's all we have left on the year now. Well, except for the bowl game. So it's been a fun season, though, quite honestly. Other than that, and somebody went into our cookie store the other day and said to my son, "Hey, tell your dad to leave Baylor alone." What have I said about Baylor?
Alone?
Have I badmouthed Baylor?
No, you read a tweet or something, didn't you?
I mean, we talked. Did we talk about it on the air? Did we talk about the?
I don't think so.
The stuff we talked a lot off the air about the Mormon stuff from Waco, right? But I don't think we ever talked about it on the air.
I don't remember.
I don't think so. I
We didn't talk about it on the
I don't
air.
think I've ever said anything bad about Baylor.
That's why they're so pissed.
Yeah.
That's why they're so
Leave them
pissed.
alone, dude.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I can't remember a single negative thing. Did we even talk about Baylor beating BYU?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I mentioned it, but I don't think I said anything
No, 'cause
disparaging about
I
it.
remember saying the Baylor welcoming them to the Big 12. We talked about joking
Right.
around about that.
Yes, and
But
I
that
did
was
say
it.
I let's see. Okay, when our offensive coordinator left for Baylor, I said that he'd made a bad
Poor
move.
decision.
The poor decision.
How dare you? What?
'Cause if you're to compare the two football programs over history,
Over history, yeah.
BYU's far better than Baylor. But that's not disparaging Baylor. It's just you can't compare to BYU.
Right.
But he got upset, huh? Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that's what it was, but that was a long time
Plus,
ago.
I'm not. I don't dislike Waco.
Yeah, I don't have
I
any.
don't dislike the city of Waco, but
like
given
Waco,
the
in
choice
fact.
between Provo and $1 million a year and Waco, that might be a choice. I might pick Provo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I might have to pick Provo. Now, I like Waco, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, Waco's beautiful,
It is,
especially this
actually.
time.
I
of
know,
year.
it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And they have, Joanna.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Chip and Joanna.
And downtown Waco is fun, actually. They have some really nice restaurants there.
And Chip and Joanna were at the BYU game yakking about Baylor. And I didn't even whine about that. So I don't know what I said
that
about
feels
Baylor.
like
And Waco was the one. Baylor was the one bad mouthing, making jokes about BYU.
Yes.
Okay, to be clear about it,
That's
it
right.
was Baylor that was making the jokes about BYU.
That's
Some
right.
of them
On
were
Twitter,
really funny.
where was that?
Yeah,
you were,
all the social
you were
media
reading some stuff to me, and
all the social
I
media.
did
stuff
say
was
something about
great.
Baylor at that point off the air.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. We talked. We talked a lot
But
about
I
it
know
off
he
the air,
didn't
but
hear it.
Correct. The stuff that we talked about that was
What are
all
you
off the
doing,
air.
man?
Yeah. when they were yakking about it.
So maybe this disgruntled Baylor fan can call us up at 888-900-3393.
Right, tell me what I said.
What did he say?
Tell me what
on
I
the
said.
air.
Because I don't remember it.
If we get to it, I mean, we can discuss a little bit about what we talked about off the air.
Or not. Maybe we'll keep that in our
All right,
inside voice.
It's fine.
That's possible.
Some of it was kind of funny.
There's a survey that finds men actually weep more than women 4 times a month.
Wow.
I don't believe that.
I do not believe that for a second.
I mean,
The myth that
depends on what
boys
commercials you see.
Boys Don't Cry just got another nail in its coffin. You may be surprised by the results of a new survey that show men tend to cry more often than women. That is BS. Get out of here.
What story is this?
According to a poll of 2,004 Americans, men cry on average about 4 times a month. What?
Decade.
Women, on the other hand,
it's okay to admit it,
cry about 3 times in a given month. That's 48 times a year for men and 36 for women. You believe this, Jeffy? You sit home and cry 4 times a month?
Depending on what commercials I see or shows you watch.
Oh, wait.
Outta
Hold
here.
on. That's good. Now you got me.
All right.
Come on. Like, openly just, like, weep, cry, or tear up? Does it say?
Yeah,
Well, it says cry. It says cry. This isn't tear up. This is crying.
Then this is bullcrap.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm not weeping.
This is so dumb.
I'm not weeping.
Come on.
Welling up I'll give you the welling up.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
I'll give you the welling
and then my
up.
kids look at me like, it's a song, Dad. I'm like, yeah, but it's
the meaning.
It's a good one. It's a really good one.
But you're not weeping.
Not at all.
Yeah, you're not weeping.
Like, there's nothing wrong with it if you do cry. Men can cry. It's fine. It's just that men don't cry more than women.
Nobody said there was anything wrong with it, Pat.
No, I'm just
It's
making
okay.
sure that it's understood that we're not saying that.
Are they crying in therapy? Does it say where they're crying? Are they crying in traffic, listening to something a song that reminds them of their youth or something?
I thought we weren't supposed to separate men and women and different.
Good point, Jeff.
Other stereotypes appear to hold true, as men, 63%, are almost twice as likely as women to hide the fact that they're getting treatment for mental health too.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Because it was like mental helpness week or whatever in the last month or something.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah.
Men respondents also admit they feel more embarrassment, 50%, shame, 40%, or fear if those close to them found out they were going to therapy. By contrast, just 23% of female respondents would feel embarrassment, 17% shame, and only 16%
We're all
would
on
feel
drugs.
fear.
Let's admit it. We're
So
all on
men
drugs.
are just maladjusted douchebags.
There you go. Yeah.
That's clear.
That's clear.
That's clear.
And women are just powerful, empowered beings who just can't be shaken by anything. I'm just getting a little tired of this narrative. I'm a little tired of the narrative. Can we stop with that? I mean, they're trying to make men out to be worthless.
Jeffy.
Essentially.
Jeffy, I think he needs to cry this out. Cry it out, Pat. Oh, no. Here we go.
It's only the third time this month, though, so far. That's only the third.
You're running out of time.
One more.
You only
I got
got
one
4
more
days.
before Sunday.
Let it out, baby.
Also, Biden has delayed the JFK Assassination Files release because of COVID. Did we talk about this yesterday?
Off air we did.
Next month marks 58 years since John F. Kennedy was assassinated.
Yeah, and it's too soon, and with the pandemic and everything, we can't release those documents.
I love this sentence. Since JFK was assassinated while driving in a motorcade in Dallas, Texas. When did that happen? Why haven't we heard anything about
All those details.
What? Wait.
I think we know where his fourth cry is going to come from.
Right? Thank you.
Going down to Dealey Square, I'm gonna weep because it's too soon.
Yeah,
it's too soon.
I try
on the
not to
JFK
think about
thing.
it because he had breakfast in Fort Worth that morning.
Oh, did he?
You know what? That bugs me. Actually,
that's the old
I'm glad you bring that
JFK
up.
joke. Of the Fort Worth is like he was fine when he left here.
But hold on a second. Why did he fly from Fort Worth to Dallas? I mean, that's ridiculous. He flew. That's why he was at Love Field, is because he flew from Fort Worth to Dallas.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. That's why he was getting off the plane.
Didn't.
Yes, he did,
He
bro.
flew from Fort. I've never heard that. He flew from Fort Worth to
do you know
Dallas.
Where, okay, and I'm sorry, this is inside baseball for DFW, but you know where McCallum is? It's over there. Okay, so he flew from there to Love Field, which I don't know.
Nuts. What was that? A 5-minute flight?
Exactly.
That's unreal.
That's why he's getting off the plane.
Was
and waving.
traffic outrageous
That's what I'm
that day,
saying.
or what?
What is happening?
Did we not have freeways yet?
No, the roads
in the
there
DFW.
were no roads. There were
no roads. That's crazy. Well, maybe that's what happened. I mean,
all I know is that
if
he
would
was
have
fine
driven,
when he left Fort Worth. Okay, that's all I know.
Some of the long classified files, though, related to the assassination have remained a secret to the public, despite a law requiring them to be released back in 2017.
Again, a law ignored.
Why does this keep happening? Why does this always happen? Biden will keep the classified documents hidden from the American people, and the files won't be released until nearly 2023, when they'll find another excuse to delay the release because they don't want us to know what happened.
But I thought there was a law.
Yeah, there is. It's a lot like the law that the fence shall be built. It's a lot like that one.
It's It's not being built.
No, it's not.
Oh, you missed it earlier. We just have to get the House, the Senate, and the presidency, and we'll get
there
it
you go.
done.
Then everything's
Then it's
going
gonna be totally
fall
done.
right into place. Biden blames COVID-19 for not being able to release files
Yeah, it was the
regarding his.
pandemic.
How the hell does the pandemic stop
I
them
don't
from
know.
releasing files?
I don't know. They can't. The people can't find the file cabinet because of COVID. There's
can't
nobody
take it.
working on it.
Uh-oh, he's
can't
gonna
take
cry.
it.
Here comes that fourth cry.
All right.
We're gonna get it today.
Tell me how that study's wrong. You can't.
So Biden issued a press release titled Memorandum for the heads of executive departments and agencies on the temporary certification regarding disclosure of information of certain records related to the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Wow, that's quite a title.
Wow.
The memo noted that the COVID-19 pandemic is the cause for the delay in the release pertaining to the murder of Kennedy. The White House claims that the National Archives and Records Administration needs additional time to review whether it agrees that each redaction continues to meet the statutory standards.
Okay.
Well, they've only had a couple of years.
So, in other words, even when they
Yep.
release it,
Yep.
it's going to be so redacted, just like the UFO thing.
Yeah.
We're not going to learn a single thing. So tired of it.
There you go.
I'm tired of it.
Welcome to the party, pal.
I know.
It's fun.
It's pathetic, is what it is. It's pathetic. Like, we can't handle anything, I guess, as an American people. We just can't handle it. We can't handle the information on UFOs, and we can't handle what really happened to JFK.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty sure that the American people could handle it. It would be the government officials that couldn't handle the reaction from the American people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a little late now to, punish LBJ.
Is it? Is it? We're tearing down statues in City Hall of New York that have been there for a couple hundred years. Is it?
Did I say that out loud? Huh. Weird. Okay. I don't know what I was saying there, really.
Oh, I know what you were saying. You were saying LBJ worked for the KGB. Was that?
Yes.
Gonna cry.
All right, let me tell you about Built Bars because they're delicious. And it's a great snack to have throughout the course of the day. It won't pack on the pounds for you because these are low in calories. They're low in sugar, like 4 to 5 grams of sugar, and